Hey everyone, this is VJose32 and today I'll be doing a couple of deck reviews. Well, we'll start with one anyways. The new Alchemy deck. It's kind of interesting. So see, it says bicycle on top, Alchemy, England, 1977 on the bottom. And you see it has a skull, right? With an A symbol on it. But if you look up close in person, you'll see that's actually a woman's face. It's a, there you go. It's two images in one. You can see the woman's nose and eye and mouth on this side. And her hair. And everything. And this is a flower. She's holding in her hands. But then if you look from a distance, you see a skull. So that's kind of cool. On one side it says Alchemy 1977 England, and you got this weird animal with horns. I'm not exactly sure what it is. The other side, exact same thing. The top, it says poker cards this your way, and it says Baraza the poker deck. Not so what it says poker cards and a poker deck, but whatever. The bottom is a barcode and trademark stuff, and that sort of thing. And then the back shows you, like it says poker cards, poker deck, and everything, and then it shows you the faces of some of the cards. And the very bottom, some more trademark stuff, says it's Alchemy Carta Limited 2012. You can't really see that. And it's got a standard seal. Flat, more trademark stuff as usual. Pull the cards out. Inside, you get this pretty interesting card that has a, I'll try to focus better. It's got a tattooed skull from a side view. It does not look like something else up close. And then here's the back design of the cards. It's exactly the same as the front of the box, so it's a very one-way back design, and it's got no borders. So let's look at some of the cards. Well, we'll look at all the cards. Here's a 7 of diamonds. It's got a spider on it, and you can see the diamond pips are actually diamonds, and they got skulls inside of them as well, which you may or may not see. There we go. So that's kind of cool. Diamonds are diamonds with skulls. The spades. You'll see it better on the ace of spades. It's an interesting spade pip. It's got a skull in it. It's got a star, a couple of stars, and it's got the number 13 in there. And it says the 8, and it's got a skull in the background, which also, I'm just trying to look at it better. It's a skull, which also looks like kind of like leaves or leaves flying around or feathers or something like that. But it's also a skull, so it's kind of interesting. Here's the Queen of Hearts. It's a attractive lady with a tattoo of a flower on her back. Kind of nice. Here's your Ace of Spades. It's pretty damn cool. It's got a nice spade tip. Again, there's your skull. Your number 13 on there. Looks like a 15 almost, but it's a 13. A couple of stars on top, one bottom, a couple on the sides here, middle. And this is a pretty nice artwork. And then you got this sword that comes through it. And you got some wings coming off of there as well. 9 of Hearts features a woman. I think it's Betty Page. She's sitting on, it looks like a switchblade, a knife of some sort. Pocket knife of some sort. And the hearts. The hearts actually feature like some kind of a border, and it's got a couple of skulls in there. You can see it better on the Ace of Hearts, I guess. Here's the 9 of Spades. It's got some kind of a fairy with a skull down here, or 2. A couple of skulls actually. Here's your clubs. The clubs, kind of interesting. They kind of look like mole spores or something like that. Some kind of a spore. And you got what looks like some kind of a wolf, monster, or spirit on there. 7 of clubs. What you get is a skeleton with a top hat and a suit. 3 of diamonds is some kind of a wolf monster, almost humanoid-like. 7 of spades is some kind of a angel, from what I can see. Here's your 4 of hearts. 4 of hearts. It says Operation Nymphidia on it, covert aerial intelligence, and it says temptation or something. It says stuff all over it, and you got some kind of a woman with fake wings, and she's busty. 2 of spades has a skull on it. It looks like it's been scratched into the page. It looks like you scratched through the paper and revealed a skull. It's kind of interesting. And there is some kind of a circular symbol in the background as well. 10 of spades has some kind of ugly looking spiky skull. I don't know if you can see that or not. Queen of hearts, again, an attractive woman with wings. It's got a cog in the background. It looks pretty interesting. And she's holding some kind of a sword. And the Jack of hearts, Jack of spades, sorry, she's almost nude, barely. She's almost nude, barely covered. Again, she's got some kind of wings. 3 of spades has some kind of a dragon on it. Pretty cool. King of spades is a skeleton in a suit and top hat, as you can see. And that's it. 6 of clubs has got some kind of a woman in the background with really red lips, and she's holding a rose again. 3 of hearts here. You can see the heart tip a little bit better, I think. It's got kind of like a weird leafy border. It's got leaves all around it, and it's got skulls in it. And this one, you got some kind of a skeleton with wings and weapons. He almost looks like a skeleton angel ninja. It is your Ace of Hearts. It's pretty close, a little bit different than the other pips. It's got a skull for cross. It's got some wings. And the bottom, it says Amore Mort Alchemy. Love, Death, Alchemy. So that's kind of cool. The 7 of Hearts right there has a skeleton on it. It says Death something on here on this ribbon, and he's got crazy hair. Looks like it's Elvis or something like that. And on his hair is a chick. Looks like Betty Page surfing on his hair, which looks like a wave. Kind of weird. 10 of clubs. Those spores of death. Basically what you got here is a woman, and she's on a dream catcher. Dream catcher is an aboriginal thing. Kind of looks like a net skull. Feathers on it, and it's supposed to catch bad dreams. And you hang it, just in case you don't know what that is. Here's an extra card, kind of like an extra joker. It's a woman in a leopard type body paint, I guess, with a weird clown type face. There's a skull on there. She's got feathers in her hair. It's really colorful and bizarre. 9 of diamonds has Betty Page on it. Pinup girl. 4 of clubs has some kind of a serpent or a dragon. King of diamonds, well, it looks like the devil pretty much. He's a monster with a antlers, wings, long tail. Looks like the devil to me. Queen of spades as a lady sitting there playing a violin. This joker has a woman on a high wheel bike. It says Excelsior something. Excelsior Velocipede or something like that. And it says Joker in the two corners, and you got a watch in here and all sorts of stuff going on. The 9 of clubs has, it's some kind of a bird standing on top of a skeleton like a raven or something, and it's got a gun in its beak that looks like it just fired. Hopefully you can see these alright. Sorry, the details are a little bit hard to see. King of clubs, you got a guy walking down a dark street, and it does say something on the buildings, something Alembic, something an Absinthe house or something. I'm not really sure what it says. 5 of diamonds has a skull kind of in the smoke, and it also looks like a moon almost, like being eclipsed or whatever. 6 of spades, you got a skull, looks like it's being blown away or melted away. It's kind of weird. Jack of hearts has got a woman again. She's not wearing a whole lot. Her whole body is tattooed, and she's got wings of some sort. The 8 of diamonds has skulls on it. The Jack of clubs is a woman with wings, and she's got like leaves and feathers in her hair, and she's got a bow with arrows. So that's kind of cool. Queen of clubs is a woman. Again, she's not wearing a whole lot, and she's on top of a spiky seashell type thing. And one thing I noticed is the indices on the court cards are on a ribbon type thing, so that's kind of cool. Here's your 8 of clubs, and the 8 of clubs has some kind of a symbol with an A in it. It says the Alchemic Empire or something, and there's some wings on there, and there's more details in the background that are harder to see. There's your ace of diamonds, pretty cool, a diamond with a skull in it with the A on it, and then you got skulls right around it that are being reflected basically, and it's got a purple heart which ties into the Dark Hearts deck almost. 4 of spades is a skeleton hand holding a black rose, or a dead rose I guess. 6 of hearts is the same thing basically, except it's not colored in, and again all the cards have some kind of details as well in the background that's harder to see. The 10 of diamonds has what looks like one of those spores from the clubs. Looks like a club pip almost in this deck, and it's got a skull on it. Basically it's kind of like a star. 2 of diamonds has a skull with other details, and it's got a 13 on his forehead, and then he's got this sword going through his skull coming out of his mouth, and even that has the number 13 on it right there next to my finger. There we go. Anyways, moving along. Here's the other Joker. It is indeed Betty Page, and it actually says Bare Knuckle Betty on it. And it says something like round here on top, round 1. And here's 1, round 1. Bare Knuckle Betty, and there's KO for knockout. Joker in the 2 corners. And you get Betty Page with tattoos and flower in her hair, tattoos on her arms, and pretty foxy. The 10 of hearts has what looks like the Grim Reaper, a guy with a skeleton, some kind of outfit. There's a black bird or a raven with him, and he's got that big weapon. Definitely looks like the Grim Reaper. Here's your ace of clubs. Pretty damn cool. Lots of green, lots of leaves, and it basically looks like it's a flower or leaves with a green center. And there's also, I don't know if you can tell, but where I see that in here, these white spots, this one, this one, this one, those are actually skulls as well. 5 of spades looks like this. It says nevermore. It's got a sword going through the middle just like the ace of spades, and it's got the wings on it. Pretty cool. King of hearts looks like some kind of a skeleton knight or gladiator getting ready for battle. holding a shield and a sword. 5 of Hearts, again, it's Betty Page, and it's got a number 13 on there. It says something alchemic or something with alchemy on there, and again, she's not wearing a whole lot. In fact, all you see down here is tattoos, and the heart is conveniently positioned up here. Go figure. 6 of Diamonds as some kind of a dragon monster, and again, it says something on there about ordinary on the ribbon, but it's hard to see what it says exactly. The 3 of Clubs has some kind of, I guess, serpents or dragons, and there is a woman riding on top of it like a cowboy with a cowboy hat, and she's not wearing a whole lot. I don't know if you can tell, but all she's got on her boobs are stars that are, well, covering certain parts. There is your 2 of Clubs. And the 2 of Clubs, again, has a woman. She's in a bikini. It looks like it's Betty Page in a bikini. And there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a dragon head. There's another kind of dragon here. There is an umbrella. Something going on in here, which it looks like a wave. It's like she's coming out of the water or something. I really don't understand too much, but here is your 4 of Hearts, or 4 of Diamonds, sorry. It's got a skull on it with this big pointy mask, and you got a sword going through the eye of the mask and coming out the bottom of the mask. 2 of Hearts, you got the same guy as on the side of the box, pointy nose, big horns, antlers, whatever you want to call them. I'm not really sure what it is, if it's the devil or what. The 8 of Hearts, you got some skulls with wings and spikes on their head. It's kind of cool. They've also got really pointy teeth. And finally, the Jack of Diamonds. There's some woman against. So you got that mask with the pointy nose. It's kind of dark and mysterious. Anyway, that's the entire deck. Yay. Sorry it took so long, but I like to show you everything. Cards are very colorful when you do this, as you can see. They do handle nice, as you can probably see. However, they're not really geared too much at doing magic or anything like that. Sadly, I know the first Alchemy deck had some cards that had kind of like reveals in them, but this one does not. And I think the back design in the first one is a little bit better. It was a little bit less one-way. This one is extremely one-way. However, it is a very interesting deck. If you're into collecting cards, I'm sure you will want to pick it up. I will review the other one, the Anne Stokes Dark Card deck, one of these days, real soon, possibly tomorrow. That's what I've got for now. I'll see you next time.